Repeat. Past continuous.
Past continuous.
Прошедшее продолжительное. Repeat. I was speaking.
I was speaking.
Я говорил, говорила. Repeat. Particular.
Particular.
Определенный. Repeat. While.
While.
В то время как. We use the present continuous for an action that is in progress now. For example, I am speaking English now. We use the past continuous for an action that was in progress at a particular time in the past. For example, I was speaking English at this time yesterday. If I say I was sleeping at 4 o'clock this morning, it means that I went to sleep before 4 o'clock and I woke up after 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I was in the middle of a period of sleeping. When do we use the present continuous? When do we use the present continuous? We use the present continuous for an action that is in progress now. Give me an example, please. Give me an example, please. I'm speaking English now. When do we use the past continuous? When do we use the past continuous? We use the past continuous for an action that was in progress at a particular time in the past. Give me an example, please. Give me an example, please. I
was reading a book
at this time
yesterday.
The most common use of the past continuous is to say that an action was in progress when another action happened. For example, I was cooking lunch when she arrived. Means that when she arrived, I was in the middle of cooking lunch. Were you chatting to anybody when I came into the room at the beginning of the lesson? Were you chatting to anybody when I came into the room at the beginning of the lesson? Yes, no? No, I wasn't chatting to anybody when you came into the room at the beginning of the lesson. Were the students standing or sitting when I left the classroom at the end of the last lesson? Were the students standing or sitting when I left the classroom at the end of the last lesson?
No.
The students were sitting when you left the classroom at the end of the last lesson. Was it raining while you were coming to school today? Was it raining while you were coming to school today? Yes, no?
No, it wasn't raining while I was coming to school today. It was snowing.
What were you doing at this time last Sunday? What were you doing at this time last Sunday? I was
cooking at this time last Sunday.
Do you think most people in this city were sleeping at midnight last night? Do you think most people in this city were sleeping at the midnight last night? Yes. I think most people in this city were sleeping at midnight last night. Where were you living 10 years ago? Where were you living 10 years ago? I was living
in this city 10 years ago.
Repeat. Earn. Заработать. Получить. About how much does a doctor earn a year in your country? About how much does a doctor earn a year in your country?
A doctor earns about 5,000 rubles. 500,000 rubles
a year in my country. Repeat. Formal. Формальный. Informal. Неформальный. Repeat. Jeans. Джинсы. Repeat. Trainer. Кеды. Repeat. How do you do?
How do you do?
Приветствие при первом знакомстве. Would it be okay for a man to wear jeans and trainers if he was going to a formal dinner? Would it be okay for a man to wear jeans and trainers if he was going to a formal dinner? No.
No,
It wouldn't be
it wouldn't be
okay
okay
for a man
for a man
to wear jeans
jeans
and trainers
and trainers
if he was going
if he was going
to a formal
to a
dinner.
formal dinner.
When we meet somebody for the first time, what can we say? When we meet somebody for the first time, what can we say? When we meet somebody for the first time, we can say nice to meet you. And what do we say if we want to be more formal? What do we say if we want to be more formal?
If we want to be more formal, we would say, how do you?
And what does the other person reply? And what does the other person reply? The other person replies. How do you do? Repeat. Persuade. Уговорить, убедить. Is it easy to persuade people to give their money away? Is it easy to persuade people to give their money away? No,
No,
it isn't.
it isn't easy to convince
To persuade people
people
to give their
to give their
money
away.
away. It's
It's
difficult. Repeat. Hairdresser. Parikmacher. How often do you go to the hairdressers? How often do you go to the hairdressers? I go to the hairdressers
twice a year.
Repeat. So. Так. Repeat. Interesting. Интересно. Repeat. Exciting. Возбуждающий, восхитительно. Why do you think some films are so popular? Why do you think some films are so popular? I think some films are so popular because they tell interesting or exciting stories. Repeat. Grammatically. Is it grammatically correct to say I've seen her yesterday? Is it grammatically correct to say I've seen her yesterday? No, it isn't.
Correct to say
I've seen her yesterday. We should say I saw her yesterday instead. Repeat. Bathroom. Ванная комната. Repeat. Bath. Ванна. Repeat. Shower. Душ. Repeat. Toilet. Repeat. Basin. Раковина. What does a bathroom usually contain? A bathroom not contains a bath or a shower, a toilet and a basin. Which do you prefer, bath or showers? I prefer
showers.
What's a rain shower? A rain shower is a short period of rain. Repeat. Mirror. Зеркало. Repeat. Reflect. Отражение. What does a mirror do? A mirror reflects light. In which rooms in a house do we usually find a mirror? We usually find a mirror in a bathroom or in a bedroom. Active and passive voice. Repeat. Active. Активный. Repeat. Passive. Пассивный. Repeat. Subject. Subject. Repeat. Object. Объект. Active voice. John broke the window. In the sentence, John broke the window, John is the subject and the window is the object. The verb broke is in the active voice. All the verbs we have practiced up to now have been in the active voice. The active voice communicates that the subject is active and it does the action in the sentence. Passive voice. The window was broken by John. This sentence, the window was broken by John, has the same meaning, but the subject is now the window, and the verb was broken is in the passive voice. The passive voice communicates that the subject is passive. It does not do the action, it receives it. To be plus past participle. Repeat, by.
By.
We form the passive voice with the verb to be and a past participle. The verb to be communicates the time, and the past participle says what the action is. We use the word by when we want to say who does the action. In the sentence, the window was broken by John, the word was tell us that the action happened in the past. The word broken tell us the action, and the words by John tell us who did the action. What does the action voice communicate? What does the action voice communicate? The active voice communicates that the subject does the action. What does the passive voice communicate? What does the passive voice communicate? The passive voice communicates that the subject receives the action. How do we form the passive voice? We form the passive voice with the verb to be and a past participle. Give me some examples, please. My car was washed last month. Many computers are made in China. The students will be taught by the teacher. We must remember to put the verb to be in the right tense. For example, John has eaten pasta becomes pasta has been eaten by John. Now I'm going to give you a sentence in the active voice, and I want you to put it into the passive voice. John eats the pasta. The pasta is eaten by John. John ate the pasta. The pasta was eaten by John. John has eaten the pasta. The pasta has been eaten by John. John will eat the pasta. The pasta will be eaten by John. John is eating the pasta. The pasta is being eaten by John. John was eating the pasta. The pasta was being eaten by John. John would eat the pasta. The pasta would be eaten by John. Now we are going to practice with some different sentences. I clean my car every Saturday. My car is cleaned by me every Saturday. She forgot him. He was forgotten by her. My boss is going to write that email. That email is going to be written by my boss. We are fixing the car. The car is being fixed by us. They have followed all the advice. All the advice has been followed by them.